Alright, part 7 of Mega Man 9. We got that horrible noise going on that's just like nails on a chalkboard. I hated that ever since Mega Man 2. Can't quite remember if that was in the first Mega Man game. It might have been. I haven't played the first one in a really long time. But anyway, we're starting off with the Wily stages, which are definitely the hardest levels in the game, and they really are pretty hard. You don't get any breaks between them, you have to go straight through each one, so you better make sure you're prepared. Like, seriously, I had to play through these levels, like, this entire thing, like, 5 times to make sure I was ready for this. Which actually might have been a bit excessive. I don't claim to be a master of this game, but you know, you really got to make sure you're ready. The game just throws everything at you. Right, and here you have to use the tornado blow on these platforms to make them go up. I could go for that energy over there, but I don't feel like it, so I'm not going to. Of course, they have to give you energy for this because it uses up quite a bit. You know, because you need it, otherwise you can't really get across these things. I don't need that life, I have max amount of lives right now. Now, because that's a tricky jump, I just say fuck it and take out the rush jet. Just fly across. You can use the laser trident on these guys because it just goes right through them. You don't have to worry about their shields. Oh, I fell. Really do like this music right here, it's pretty awesome. I like all this game's music, so... Not much to say about these enemies, you've seen them before. And we have this dragon mini-boss again. Just as easy as he was before, using the tornado blow. Yeah, I thought I killed him. Because last time I hit him 3 times, I guess I did it more awesome during my test run of this. I don't need that life, but if you need that life, you can just use the Hornet Chaser. And here I actually just farm these guys for enemies, which is why I jumped right there. So I farmed those guys for any energy that I used getting up to this point. This room right here isn't really that hard, but the room above it is really tricky. You need to get the rush coil and do it, like that's how you're supposed to get through, except you're supposed to grab the ladder and not fall into the lasers and die like I did. But I didn't technically lose a life because I can just get that life that's up there, so a minor setback. I decided not to farm these guys because I already did it enough for now, so I just move on. But anyway, in the room above, you need to get the rush coil out as quick as you can and jump on it just really quickly. Because otherwise you will die, because there's no way you're going to get through it otherwise. If you wait too long, you'll have to climb back down the ladder and go back up again. Because the way the pattern that the lasers move, you can't get through it at all, so... This room's also a bit tricky, but not as bad. You could go for the left to get that energy tank, but I already have a max amount of energy tanks, so I don't need it. You need to go from the left side anyway and use the laser trident to destroy those blocks. I don't know what the point of that room is with the swinging thing, it's really easy to get through. This room's not too bad either, all you need to do is just use the rush jet here, float across. I'm almost done with the first Wily stage. There's always 4, and the 4th one's usually a boss rush. This game is no exception. And I have the first boss, or boss of Wily Stage 1, I should say. I don't know what it's called, and main gimmick here is you have to shoot the spiked balls back at them shoot them repeatedly so they fly back and hit the enemy, those guys. There's not a whole lot else to say. I mean, it's not that hard, but actually I die pretty soon, and I died right there. I shit you not, that is the first time I ever died fighting that boss. Like, even the first time I played this game, I did not die fighting that boss. Murphy's Law. That's what it is. It's Murphy's Law. Even during my test runs, I did not die. But anyway, you just have to keep shooting the spiked balls back at them so each head blows up, and just do this number of times. There's not much else I can say. You can't really exploit any kind of weakness. About the only thing you can do is just keep using the Mega Buster just because of its rate of fire. And eventually they'll start shooting like at you, like that, which I'm screwing up horribly trying to avoid. Actually, I wind up using an energy tank just because I don't want to die again. I didn't do nearly this bad against this boss during my test run. Again, Murphy's Law. As soon as I start recording myself, then I start fucking up. Almost done. One more hit. And there we go. Dead. And now we move on to Wily Stage 2. I really, really like this this musical piece, or this tune right here. It's one of my favorites in the game. Just want to collect that energy, just because it's good to have. At least I can get that one up there and make up for the life that I lost during that boss. This room looks tricky, but it's really not. Take out the Jewel Satellite, first of all, to get rid of those things. What you want to do is stand at the very edge of these platforms and jump so your head hits the platform right above you so you can make it across. Because if you jump too soon, you're going to hit the side of it and you're probably going to fall off. These enemies are... I actually would advise not to kill in other areas of the game, but here you don't really have much of a choice other than to kill them, because I don't know how else you're going to get through them. Try to kill that guy with the Jewel Satellite. I don't even know why I bothered killing him, because I always take the top path here anyway. Screw you, guy down there. I'm gonna rush jet you, bitch. I shit you not. I'm trying to jump. Well, those enemies there will make fake platforms that look like they're there, but they're really not. So it can trick you. You need to use the rush coil to jump up. And screw that enemy over there to the right, I don't care about him. And you can use that little light bulb thing there to tell where the fake one is. You want to be careful here because there are fake blocks above those, or below those spikes, really. And if you jump up too high, you're gonna hit them and you're gonna die unless you have a shock guard. I have the max amount right now. This room's really easy to get past. You wanna know why? Well, you'll see. Yeah, that's right. This jump can be a little tricky. You have to jump from pretty much the very edge so you don't hit those spikes. Oh, look who a mini boss it is. It's my least favorite in this game. Hate this guy. Actually, surprisingly, on this, when I'm recording this right now, I actually don't do that horribly. On my test runs, though, I was really screwing up. Especially the one I did right before this, because I just ran through the Wily stages like an hour or so ago. And then I just played through it again. Or wait, no. The test run maybe like 2 hours ago. And then I just played through it again immediately after that. And during that test run, I was screwing up a lot during this boss fight, but I'm actually not doing that badly right now. I don't know what happened. Murphy's Law likes to dick with you. Some stuff goes wrong, other stuff goes right. Or at least, better than you expect. Who knows? I don't plan to know. Anyway. Not much point in killing that enemy, I just want to make sure he doesn't drop any energy, which would be helpful. Weapon energy, that is. If you go down to the path to the right, you can get an energy tank at the end, but I already have max amount, so I don't need them. Although I'm pretty sure if you got rid of these guys, you might be able to use the Hornet Chaser. Oh, damn it, you respawn. Just want to make sure these guys don't screw me up. Now we have these little submarines that like to fly onto the screen and screw you up. But I got an idea of where most of them come from. I mean, I still get hit, obviously, but I don't need that life. Yeah, one shot took out both those blocks. Ow. I had a shock guard, that's why I didn't die. Ordinarily, yeah, that would have killed me. Gotta be careful. I was just checking my stats there. Switch back to the Mega Buster, because I know they're going to be little submarine enemies. And I tried to use the Hornet Chaser to get that energy thing down there, but I wasn't quick enough, so forget it. I don't know if it would have helped anyway. Helped much anyway. More UFOs from Galaxy Man stage. I don't know if I've ever been able to hit that little opening. You'll see in a sec. Yeah, little opening on the left side of the ladder that I'm on. I don't know if I've ever been able to get through there. Makes going through this section a little quicker, but yeah, whatever. Gotta make up this ladder quickly, because otherwise this guy's gonna screw you up. He'll be covering the ladder, and the only way to get up is to get hit and then use your invincibility frames to get past him. Now we have the Wily Stage 2 boss, which is I think most people just call it the Shark Submarine. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. You can use either... I mean, the Laser Trident is really effective against it. You can also use the Hornet Chaser, and I walked right into that, Finn, I know. But I decided to use the Laser Trident because it does a pretty hefty amount of damage. Now I have the second part of it, which is an absolute cakewalk if you use the Tornado Blow. I mean, look at this. I barely even have to move. In fact, I don't even think I really needed to move at all. That's right. And the last part, which I just used the Hornet Chaser. The lasers can sometimes be a little tricky to avoid. Just because of the spacing between them, you need to jump past them, and it can be a little annoying. I decided to use an energy tank just so I'm not taking any chances here. And there we go. Wily Stage 2. Done. And now we move on to Wily Stage 3. It can be annoying getting past this guy, because you have to go under him, because otherwise you'll move too far to the right and then he'll, yeah, respawn. I think this actually might be the longest part that I have in this game. It's like 20 minutes. It depends on how long the last part is, because the next part will probably be the last part. So it'll be Wily Stage 4, and then Dr. Wily at the end. But anyway, we have this rising no-gravity gimmick here. And you can't move by using the D-pad, you have to shoot in the opposite direction that you want to go in order to move yourself. Shooting multiple times will make you move a little faster, but then you have to shoot in the other direction so you can slow yourself down in case you're gonna, you know, run into something. Oh, I just did some farming on those enemies to get energy, so that's why I did a little jump cut there. So I cut that out. Could have just collected those that energy there. And then there's one down the first ladder here, but I don't really need it, so moving on. Kill these shield enemies that I run right into. Kill these dudes. The toe trick doesn't really work very well on these guys, at least as far as I know. I've tried it, maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but the toe trick is... I know you can do it in Mega Man 2 with these enemies. Like, if you shoot the very bottom of their sprite, it still hurts them. You can do that in Mega Man 2, but I've tried to do it here, but it never really worked out too well. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. You don't want to go too far to the right on this one, because there's one of those things that comes down and grabs you, and it'll drag you right into the spikes and kill you unless you have Shock Guard. I just stayed to the left during this entire section because it's easier. And this one you need to move to the right really quickly, so... I don't need that mystery tank, I already have one. Because you can only carry one mystery tank at once. Those look like 1-ups, but they're actually enemies. Except the one on the top left is an actual 1-up, so... But I don't need it, so I run right past it. You know, I never really found a useful, or like an effective way to take these cannons out. I mean, the black hole bomb works well enough. At least it gets rid of their projectiles. But other than that, I just use the Mega Buster. Almost fell off there. There. Got him. You don't want to jump too high in this section. You can see why. Ah, good thing I had beat to save me. And then look what happens again. Should have waited, but I didn't. It's a good thing I had multiple ones of those. Then I still have one more, but I don't use it. And instead I just say screw it and use the Jewel Satellite. That's another enemy. It's not a 1-up, so watch it. See? I was standing too close to him. I thought I was going to respawn because I went kind of far to the left there. Oh, and now I have, like, my least favorite boss in this whole game. I hate this boss. It can be really annoying to fight. Its weakness is the black hole bomb, but... like, your first time fighting this boss, you're really going to hate it because is the way it swaps itself, I guess. But those things can be really tricky to avoid. And I always take a lot of hits here, but actually, I don't do too horribly when fighting this, like, right now. I mean, I take quite a few hits, but... it also can take a while, because I don't remember the exact number. I probably should have counted the number of times you need to hit. I know it's like at least 5 or something like that. With the black hole bomb, anyway. I couldn't imagine fighting this thing using the Mega Buster. I'm surprised. Like, right there, man, I went through that whole thing without getting hit. I think. Unless I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I jumped into that one, I know. It needs to be hit 2 more times. Go. There we go. You can really only hit it once per pass. I mean, unless you can... And it's only vulnerable when it's not in the jello stuff. So you can really only hit it like once as soon as it comes out. I'm debating whether or not to use an energy tank. I decided to because, again, I don't want to take any chances. Because it only needs to be hit 1 more time. And then look at that, I didn't even get hit anyway, and I win. There he goes. But anyway, that's the end of the first 3 Wily stages, and we'll finish off the game in the next part.